Here's a story my dad used to always tell me. So there's a scorpion and a frog, but there was a flood. The scorpion was stuck on land, needed to cross a river. So he asked the frog, who's in the river, hey, I need to get across, can you help me swim over there? The frog goes, no, why would I do that? You would sting me. He was like, no, if I stung you in the water, then we'd both die, we'd drown. Like, why would I do that? And he was like, no, but like when we get over to the other side, you're gonna sting me. He's like, no. I need a favor from you, so my favor back to you would not be to sting you. He's like, all right. So the frog, lets him hop on his back. He swims over to the other side. Immediately when he gets there, the scorpion just turns around and stings him. And so while the frog's lying there dying, he looks up at the scorpion and goes, why would you do that? He was like, sorry, bud, it's in my nature. I came across this quote and I tweeted a couple days ago. It says, nothing changes if nothing changes. Basically stating the fact if you don't do anything or if you don't, force a change, then nothing's going to change. Your situation's not going to change. But I realized after thinking about it for a few days that there's a caveat to that. And it's time. Because time always changes. You can't control time. You can't stop time. You can't fast forward, whatever. So it will always change. So things have to change. With that being said, I just kind of want to point out that if you're in a bad situation or if you're sad right now or if you feel like nothing's ever going to get better, there's two options now. Obviously, one, you can make a change, and that change is going to cause other things to change, finally. But two, if you can't make a change, give it some time, because time will always change things. So I just want to let you know, if you're in a bad situation, things will get better with time. Okay, guys, I'm prepping for my 2019 recap video, and I'm reading old meanings of life because I'm writing a new one. And this is my 12th grade. 12th grade, so it was like 5 years ago, meaning of life. Live to learn, so much so that you may learn to develop a drive to change. As change is synonymous with growth, it is seen that we are here to help the world, be it everyone or the ones closest to us, to grow with the drive in which we need to discover and constantly rediscover. I was so deep, even from like years and years ago. This is insane. But I don't know. Think about that. Don't mind me, a little sweaty, but I had this thought and I wanted to share. But man, people are everything. People in your life, literally everything. And I might even go as far to say as the people and how you treat them is going to directly affect your success in your life. So a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people like to be by themselves, and that's fine, it's cool. But be nice to people. Like, don't make enemies. Go out of your way to give over and over and over to everybody else. Because one day, you're going to need people. And to be quite honest, everyone needs other people. Other people are what are going to make your career a success. So if I could give you one piece of advice, if you want to be successful, be good with people. Not necessarily like go out and be like extroverted and whatnot. I'm just saying be nice to the people that are around you, and when the offer comes, give and show your worth to other people. You know what I think is interesting? I think a lot of nerds or people that wanted to fit in more excel more later in life, past high school, past college, because they want more. The cool kids, the people that we want to be like, already got it, so they don't have to work hard. But for us, people that weren't normal, weren't cool, weren't part of the cool crowd. We want something more. We want to be accepted. So we push and work super hard to be accepted and to get more than just the crappy recognitions we had in high school. So there's something to think about. Maybe going through a crappy time in high school and maybe not being part of the cool kids was actually a good thing, because it taught you to want more, to have that drive. I don't know, something to think about this a little bit on my story, but I want to go more detail, and it's the idea of investing in yourself. Almost every mentor, and including my dad 10 years ago, told me, hey, you will never regret putting more time or effort or money into learning, because your mentality is everything. Like, the only investment that no matter what you will always benefit from is working on yourself. You know that for a fact. So if I could suggest anything, I'm not saying go buy MetaLife. I'm saying if you want the best outcome in your life,
work on yourself, whether that be a book, a program, or just time. You can also just invest your time into like thinking about your life, thinking about your goals, all those types of things. But if you take away anything from this entire week, it is that you have the opportunity to change. You just have to put in the effort.
I've been thinking a lot about relationships, and not necessarily the romantic kind. I'm talking about with my family, with my friends, with the people surrounding me. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand the importance of relationships. Relationships are basically everything. I mean, us being humans alone, like we're meant to live this life with other people. And a lot of people don't understand that. And actually, it can affect your health. It can even affect how long you live if you don't have the right relationships, if you become like alone. And I realize that as I get older and as everyone just gets older, it's much harder to form new, long-lasting relationships. So I just want to talk about that for 2 seconds and say, like, if you have good relationships, if you have, a best friend that might be struggling, your family struggling, like, go to them, talk to them, because it'll be worth it in the end.